Hello folks, Grazing Acres Farm. We just did a move, and in this particular pasture we've only been here, this is our second time grazing it this season. And the reason for that is our corral sorting holding area is kind of in the middle of this farm and the rest of the pastures. Since I had a couple groups of calves that I had to wean this season, it's been rather difficult to get the herd by the corral or the sorting area. So we've stayed to the one side and been grazing it, and we've made a couple of rotations over on that side of the farm. But this side of the farm, just the once. And let me tell you, boy, is there a lot of clover in here. Look at this. This is the thickest I've ever seen clover in this pasture. A couple years ago, I did a little experiment on some mob grazing and different widths of paddocks, and I'm going to link that video up in the right hand corner if you're interested in checking that out. And by doing that little experiment, I learned a lot about high density grazing, putting a lot of cattle in a small area or a small paddock, and the results. I think it was like 70-80 days later, we had clover coming in into what was goldenrod and a bunch of weeds. And sure, there's still some ironweed, there's still some goldenrod, but if you look past that stuff, look at this. Look at all of this clover. It is so thick in here. If you're not lifting your feet 10-12 inches off the ground to step, you're going to fall because it's dense. And it's the whole pasture has been this way, from the fence line over there to the tree line, to the tree line, to the tree line. It is just loaded in this pasture. Now, we did spend a little bit of last winter in here feeding some hay and different things, and then I applied an organic fertilizer called C90. And with the C90, you've got a couple options. You can feed it to the livestock as free choice mineral, or you can broadcast it, in which case we did both, or I did both. Is it good, Jersey? What are you eating out there? Mouthfuls of clover. Look at that. It's just so thick. You want some, Jersey? So, obviously, the cattle probably prefer younger growth without the clover head on it, but they are eating it. And what's left over and trampled down, like over here, we'll just add more seed to the soil. Just having the clover, yeah, we're a little bit overrun. There's nothing else growing in here but red and white clover as far as the legumes. Like I say, there's some goldenrod. There is some decent grasses in here. Here's some nice grass. Like I say, probably a little bit more mature than the cattle want, but I got to do something to beat this down so that the next pass we've got some young juvenile grass for the cattle. So what I've done today is I've made a fairly narrow paddocks. I'm gonna let them trample it down, and we'll see how that works. Extremely thick though, folks. Let me squat down here. You can just look over at that cow. You can't even see her legs. And she's a big girl. Anyway, folks, just wanted to share. I'm just totally amazed with all the clover in here. And look here, we've got them all in 4 rows. You would think that if the fertility is right for all the clover to grow, some of this other junk would start to die off. Like the multiple rows, your ironweed, your goldenrod. But that doesn't seem to be the case. What does seem to be happening is we're getting less of the weeds, the goldenrod and the ironweed. Here's some wild carrot or Queen Anne's lace. Got a little bit of white clover down in here. Don't see a whole lot of white clover unless you want to get down in here and just dig around. Really impressed though, folks. All of the red clover. So, I'm getting ready to move the cows again today, and I wanted to show you the area they were in yesterday. Look at it. They really trampled it down. You can see the poly stake right over there where the poly wire was. I just took that wire down and moved it to the other side of this one to make their paddocks for the day. You ladies ready to eat? Got Millie blocking the steak. And there's the poly stake. So from that poly stake there over this way is the area they were in yesterday. Look at it compared to the next paddock. Unreal. Anyway, I better get these girls moved over here. Let's take them. Come on. You guys can come with me. Come on, girls. Yep. Come on. Hip, hip. Come on, girls. Hip. That's the leader right there. Come on, Red. Bring them with you. Come on, girls. Hip. Come on. Hip. You can see where they ate right down and trampled right around the Model 4 rose bush. I'll be mowing that sucker down here real soon. Same with another one there. Come on, girls. Now let's see if I can reel this sucker up with one hand. Come on, ladies. Let me get a look at them all as they walk in here. A few of them starting to bag up, so I think our next group of calves is getting ready to start up. I noticed last night she's bagging up. This one's starting to bag up. That one of mine's been bagging up for a week or so now. This girl's bagging up. That girl there of mine, she's bagging up. Been bagging up for about 10 days now, ain't you, Millie? Look at that udder. Looks like the end of the line. We got a calf that's coming in here. pretty much completely blind right now, going through pink eye. There we go, they're on their next paddock, and they'll be here for 24 hours. Thanks for watching, folks. Grazing Acres Farm. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And don't forget that video I'm going to link up in the right hand corner to show you how you can get clover in your pasture without buying seed. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a great day.